So yesterday I performed stand-up comedy to an audience for the first time in months. And I was a little rusty, no pun intended. One of the biggest mistakes I was doing was I would get into a joke, like, for example, the joke about an erotic story about September 11th. Then I would lose confidence in the joke because it didn't seem like anybody was laughing. And I would say, oh, this joke is a train wreck, which is a very amateur move. There's a big difference between performing comedy on social media, to a camera, and performing to a live audience. For example, if your joke takes too long to set up to a live audience, you lose them. And you could feel the mood of the room, just like everybody's losing you. And basically when you perform stand-up comedy to an audience, you gotta just hit the joke, like bam, 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 joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. You gotta keep them laughing. Where if you are losing the audience on social media, it doesn't really matter because you can't feel the vibe of the room shifting. Regardless though, even though the performance was slightly a train wreck and I'm a little rusty, it was fun to get out, it was fun to perform, and I'm getting back in the swing of things. Some guy came up to me after the performance and complimented me. He said I had a good energy. He said I had some good concepts for jokes. And he said, I had potential, which I definitely appreciate. So, yeah, obviously, I need to practice. And since I do have good concepts for jokes, I think, taking these jokes, writing them out, punching them up, I think I can work and tweak these jokes into an act. Remember when I did comedy college many years ago, it took me weeks to really hone and master some of these jokes. So, don't cry, why aren't my jokes going over? Because you're not putting any effort into it. You're going up there thinking you can improv and make people laugh based on spontaneous improving. No, you have to go out there, you gotta write up the jokes, you gotta master the jokes. If you're not putting the hard work in, don't cry that the jokes aren't going over. Put the hard work in. Really, really try to hone and master these jokes. But it was a fun night out regardless, even though I'm a little rusty. It was a fun night out, and I plan to do it again next weekend.